How's it going, everyone? Alninio here, and today we're going to be talking about Katarina and her current state and what I feel like how she is at the current meta. Items, runes, we're going to be going over that, and we're also going to be going over the Katarina nerfs that have obviously happened to her. So, obviously, we all know Katarina has been nerfed in terms of her passive, her ulti, and her shampoo. Oh, I messed that up. I'm so good right now. Holy shit. There we go. Death Lotus, Ferocity, shampoo. All these skills have been nerfed. Shampoo has the damage of the shampoo has been reduced. This is an effort by Riot to stop the sort of early skirmishes that Katarina has, sort of the early pressure. It does kind of hurt her last hitting a little bit. It is annoying, actually. I keep trying to last hit a minion on the turret, and it's pretty frustrating to actually get that, because you press E, and it just never seems like enough damage to actually last hit a minion. So that kind of does hurt her a little bit. Excuse me. Her Ferocity, her passive has been also changed. It makes it so that a kill or assist does not give you a reset. Instead, it's like 3 seconds once you damage someone. Like 3 seconds once that person dies, you'll be able to get a reset. So, I mean, this certain nerf didn't feel much, because I didn't really feel it, really. I mean, it sort of happened like once or twice, like, I got an assist, but I didn't get a reset. That's annoying. And it's like, oh well, that's just the passive change. I mean, it's just to stop her snowballing, because her snowballing, once Katarina gets going, she just destroys everyone, shits on the enemy team. That's Katarina, that's sort of her job. The ulti nerf was pretty huge on Kat. It makes that her cooldown and damage are all reduced for every single level, which is kind of crazy, actually, if you think about it. But once you get to the level 3 ulti, it becomes better in terms of CD and damage. But her early ulti damage, obviously it's been nerfed, but it still doesn't feel horrible with an item like needlessly large. Like if you come back from shop with a needlessly large rod, your ulti will still do pretty decent amount of damage. So it's not completely garbage, but before it was better. So obviously, Katarina's ban rate's been dropped because of this. Katarina's win rate has been dropped. If you see the win rate in LoL King, she was one of the top highest win rates in the entire game almost, because she just has this crazy snowballing. Like, Katarina is all about snowballing and carrying games in solo queue. I mean, that's what she's good at roaming, good at pretty much everything, really, if the player knows what he's doing. That's the thing with Kat. So it's a little harder now to actually carry with her, but it's still possible for the Katarina mains, because you get, yeah, I'm talking to you, Katarina mains. Katarina mains know how to play her still. Other people gave up on her basically because of the nerfs and just stopped playing her. Like, she just stopped being played all of a sudden. Now you see Victor, you see all these other mid lane champions. I personally like Ahri. I think Ahri and Katarina are like my favorite mid laners right now. I really think Ahri has good mobility, good roaming, pretty much everything. But let's not talk about Ahri. Katarina is here, our main key. Katarina is just the god of snowballing. Her roaming, like everything is just perfect on her. Especially when you do the flash shampoo trick, which I did show in my previous video. If you haven't checked that out, I really like doing that. It's just really flashy plays. It's just such a snowballing champion. I think she's still pretty good right now. She's not exactly in the meta, but I don't think she's entirely weak either. I mean, it is still Katarina. She is still that snowball reset assassin. Now we're going to be talking about Katarina's items and what I build on her at the moment. I like to start off with the Doran Shield, because Doran Shield is so awesome right now. Gives you health, and it blocks spell damage and basic attack damage. I used to start Boots and 4 health pots, but obviously that's still good. You can still do that technically, but Doran Shield does give you that early little bit of health, and it's not too bad actually. It does block some damage. You do have some sustain. You do have a health pot to actually keep you healthy in the lane, so it's not entirely bad. I think I love the Doran Shield start just because of that. It's just that really nice early HP. It really kind of helps you stay alive. I pretty much go Doran Shield in every matchup, and it's worked out so far. I'm loving it. I used to start move speed Quince. I used to go move speed Quince into boots, but that obviously hurts my early game quite a bit because I don't have that much damage early because I'm not going AP Quints. But now I do go AP Quints, and I go AP per level glyphs, so I do have that little bit of strength early. So I feel like if I add a Dorn Shield on top of that, I'll have a pretty good defense stat, pretty safe laning phase as well. Rush item, guys. Rush item, 100%. Luden's Echo is the way to go. For every carry main, for sure. For sure, Luden Echo is the best rush item on Katarina. Move speed, let's just actually add this onto what I was gonna say. The move speed has been buffed on the Luden Echo. It used to be 7% move speed, now it's 10% move speed, which is fantastic. The AP has been reduced obviously because of the AP item changes. It used to be 120 AP item, now it's 100 AP, and a Rabadon is the only 120 AP item in the game basically. So Luden, best rush item, definitely would get it at pretty much every game. I wouldn't rush a Zhonya versus like Zed, even Zed, alright? You might be surprised, Alninio, why don't you rush a Zhonya versus a Zed? Here's exactly why. If I'm confident in myself, I really don't feel like I need a Zhonya. If I feel like I know what I'm doing in certain stages of the game versus a Zed, I know exactly how to kind of outplay a Zed player. I mean, I've played against a lot of Zed players. I really actually enjoy playing versus Zed players because they're not stupid, right? Some Zed players can be stupid, obviously, but I really like playing against Zed because it really feels like a skill matchup. Whoever wins, wins, you know? One person fucks up, you slap him, you collapse on him. It's like, if you saw my Katarina versus Zed full match on my ranked, it's on my YouTube, by the way, it's on my my playlist for the ranked matches. I really enjoy playing Zed, and I keep being enthusiastic over how much I love playing against Zed players. It's just so fun, it's such a fun matchup. So I really like to go Luden. I think we're getting off track here. We'll go, obviously Luden is the way to go instead of Zhonya. Now second item, obviously you want to get Sorc shoes, don't forget, you need the Sorcerer's shoes. Second item I would get Zonya's Hourglass because you get that amazing protection and it makes you make risky plays early, but you can't go for a Rabadon here. After you finish Luden, Sorc shoes, you can actually go for Rabadon's Death Cap if you feel like you snowball and you have like a shit ton of damage and you feel pretty confident in yourself and you feel like you don't really need the Zhonya. You can go Rabadon and just pretty much carry and snowball the game because Rabadon, remember, the percentage on AP from 30% to it's now 35%. It's the only 120 AP item in the game, so it's pretty damn good. Gives you a lot of snowballing potential, and if you make it work, you'll seriously kick some serious ass, which is fucking awesome. Rabadon is great for just completely snowballing games. I still would go Zhonya in some cases because I feel like the Zhonya, the active sort of makes me do risky plays, and I like that. You know, you always want to have some sort of protection because you're still Katarina. You mess up once, you're dead, pretty much. Or maybe you're not dead. Maybe your team will come help you if they're nice. But this is solo queue, you can't be too sure of everything. So Zhonya is a really good item after the Luden. Obviously next, you will either go Void Staff or you will go Rabadon's Death Cap. You can choose between which one to go first here. If you press tab at this moment, you see, oh, okay, they have a Banshee's Veil. The enemy support has a Locket. They have a lot of magic resist. I'm going to go Void Staff, so you can obviously do that. If you look at their items and okay, they don't have magic resist. They're all pretty squishy. Okay, they have a Master Yi. They have a Yasuo. They have a, you know, obviously you don't want to go for that team comp to begin with. Though they're just basically playing carries. None of them are buying magic resist. You can go Rabadon instead of Void Staff. But Void Staff obviously is like, majority of the time I always go for Void Staff after my second item. So once I do get Void Staff, obviously then I get Rabadon. If I got Rabadon early, I'll go for the Zhonya, obviously. It's like, let me put my finger here. This, switch it, basically. Ah, that was so bad. I can't even, okay. That's very unprofessional, Alninio, holy shit. So basically, the Rabadon, once you get it, after that you can go for two items. You can go Rylai or Guardian Angel. Now, here's the option. I prefer Rylai because it's awesome. It gives you a lot of health, It gives you a slow. A slow is pretty awesome. You jump in QE, WR, and you just get that amazing AoE slow. I like it. I think Rylai Scepter is pretty good right now, and with the buff on it, well, it's not really a buff, but like an item recipe change, they put the needlessly large rod in the Rylai Scepter, which is fantastic. So I'm able to actually still have a lot of damage while having a lot of HP. So Rylai is the way to go. I rarely get Guardian Angel now as my last item. I used to, but I really don't see why I should get it. I mean, you can still get it if you want. You can sort of stay alive after you die, which is nice. You know, they kill you and you're like, okay, I'll keep getting more resets. So it's not too bad. You can still obviously do it, but Rylai Scepter is the best finishing item. Personally, I would say that. So for runes, I like to go for AP Quints. So AP Quints, magic pen marks, health per level seals, and of course we go for the AP per level glyphs. Reason I switched from move speed Quints to AP Quints is because I really like the AP Quints. I feel like they're pretty strong, gives that strength early game and mid game, and just basically throughout the game. It gives that really nice amount of strength. Health level seals, of course, they help you throughout late game. It's pretty self-explanatory. I like to be a scaling player, so I really like to scale through late game. Magic pen marks, self-explanatory. It really needs no explanation. Katarina does magic damage, so obviously you want to be going for magic pen. Start losing my voice a little bit. AP glyphs, I go for scaling AP glyphs because, once again, I'm a scaling player. I think scaling is the way to go for me because it just fits my playstyle. I like to scale. I like to be strong, you know, mid game to late game. I like to roam a lot. Flat AP, you already have flat AP from Quints, so you can just put scaling on glyphs and see yourself rising through mid to late game, which is pretty awesome. So that's that for runes. And for masteries, if I can show you here, there we go. We go for 3 sorcery. And I actually go for Butcher and Feast here because I obviously want to be last hitting those annoying minions. Sometimes they're pretty annoying to last hit, and because Shampoo's damage has been nerfed, it makes it harder to actually last hit minions with Shampoo. So I feel like adding that little extra basic attack and finishing it off is pretty good. Also, it helps your early game with Doran Shield. It makes you kind of have a little bit more survivability in the lane because Katarina's weakness is really laning phase, and just pure laning phase is just really shitty for Katarina, to be honest. So once again, guys, 3 points in sorcery. I go for 1 point here because Katarina's a melee champion. It's really good. You want to be able to deal as much damage as possible. AP, fill everything here with AP. Go for the increased AP damage. This is pretty self-explanatory. Arcane Blade, so you can basic attack, deal bonus magic damage to it. Dangerous game, really awesome mastery. I really like it because you are able to actually keep getting resets and also keep your health up. So it's pretty cool. You'd be surprised. This could actually save your life sometimes. So I'd say grab it. 2 points in here and 1 point in here. Obviously, I go 2 points because I go a point in Feast. You can always take the point off Feast and just go for Devastating Strike 3 out of 3. But I really like these. I mean, they're not entirely bad. They do help me. You know, if I really like to actually kill a minion and get health back in laning phase, this really helps laning phase, and Katarina does a lot of damage anyway. So 2 out of 3, like, it's just 2% difference. Ooh, big difference. Like, just go Feast, you know, get your early, it helps you early a little bit. So it's really nice, actually. It works well with Doran Shield as well, because it gives you a lot of health, and not only do you have a lot of health, you also have I can't talk. Also have health regen on the Doran Shield, so that keeps you alive as well, and you get this, so it's really not that bad. And then defense masteries, pretty basic, just 2190. Go for the health. Obviously, you want the health for sure. Definitely 100%. You want the health. You can go for mastery in utility for the upgraded trinket range, so you can ward Shampoo kind of a bit further. You can totally do that, but personally, I don't like it. I like to keep myself healthy with a lot of HP, survive myself, you know, have some survivability in myself, and that's just basically how I like it, really. And yeah, pretty much I go for block, recovery, and unyielding, which helps you pretty much in all the stages of the game. So pretty much quick summary here. Katarina, still pretty good champion. Not exactly in the meta, but in the future, I don't think Riot's gonna try anything here like with Katarina. I mean, they kind of don't wanna. I don't think they want to ruin her snowballing potential. It's just so strong, and that's kind of like her key, or like, what's the right word here? Like her main key, main shining. God, I'm so bad at this. Holy crap. But you know what I mean. It's her main key. Without snowballing, Katarina is not Katarina. So I really think Riot should keep Katarina the way she is right now. I mean, she's kind of balanced, I would say. Well, some people are probably laughing right now. Nah, Alninio, shut the fuck up. She's not balanced. She's freaking OP, man. Like, okay. It really depends, alright? If she snowballs, obviously she's gonna destroy everyone. But if she does not snowball, I mean, you obviously have a chance versus her. It's just how Katarina works. You let her snowball, pew, everything goes flying off the roof. It's just like Riven. If Riven snowballs, good luck. Good luck trying to survive versus the Riven. So I really think like someone like Riven and Katarina, the mains of these champions, I think really shine. Because now is the time where in the meta, it's like these strong champions have to be played by good players. Not everyone can play them and make them perfect. Katarina specifically I'm talking about here. But Riven, it also applies to Riven. You gotta be a good Riven player to make her work really well. But Katarina also, same thing. Now it's all about the good players and how they play, and with all the nerfs and everything. It's just to show what Katarina's true strength right now. I'm gonna quickly show Katarina's win rate here. Okay, so if you see on my screen right now, Katarina's win rate is 48.96% and her ban rate is 1.6%. Now keep in mind, before Katarina's nerfs, her ban rate was way higher, way higher. She was like in 50+% ban rate. That's her ban rate. So it dropped dramatically. I'm happy with this because I was really getting annoyed by how many times Katarina was being banned. I'll put a link on the annotation right here. Click that to see my frustration in Champion Select when I was actually trying to pick Katarina, and it was so annoying. Just watch it, you'll probably laugh. Leave a like on that. It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome video. I don't like to be boastful of my videos, but please. Also, I'd like to quickly note that we are on 599 subscribers, so one more subscriber down right now. One more subscriber, and we get 600 subscribers, or maybe we probably already reached it now. But it's pretty awesome. I'd just like to quickly thank you guys for that. Actually, 600 subscribers, mind blowing. It's awesome. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hopefully this taught you a few things about my Katarina and just Katarina in general. And yeah, make sure to watch my Mobifier guide, which is down below. I'll put in the description. I'll put the Katarina guide there. All my social media obviously is going to be down there as well. Leave in the comments if you have any questions. I am right here, ready to answer everything, because I'm the man with a plan. Also, I'd like to quickly note that I am a Katarina main since Season 1, so all the tips that you heard here in this video are from experience, from my experience, and what I think is best for Katarina. I know exactly how Katarina works right now, and especially in this meta, you know, you gotta adapt with Katarina as patches come through and things start to be different. You just have to sort of adapt to all this, and yeah, you just gotta be good at what you do, man. Just gotta be good at what you do, and yeah, well, good luck in solo queue, guys. And see you guys later. Peace.